Hi everybody, my name is Danny Wells, and today the questions that have been sent in, that has been the majority, is I already have a really great job. So I'm going to address that, but first of all I just want to say that's you and you already have a really great job. Well done, because most of the people on this planet don't, and they don't feel that way. They might actually have a really good job, but they actually don't feel that way. So if you genuinely love your job and you love spending time doing what you're already doing, like, well done, like massively big up for you, because 95% of people aren't in that situation. So if somebody's introduced an Arbonne business to you, but you already have the perfect life with your job, then maybe Arbonne isn't a fit for you. But let's have a talk about it and let's see, because people's definitions can be very different. So the things that building an Arbonne business can give you: more free time. If you've got an abundance of extra income streams coming into your bank account every single month, you don't have to work because of being paid, because you've already got that covered. So you can work just because you want to work, and therefore you can choose what you do, what hours you do. And most people choose not to work full time, because most people only work full time because of the income. Most people that have extra income streams every single month coming in from all different directions into their bank account tend to only work, if they want to work, part-time. So it enables you to have more free time. It enables you to have a really secure plan B, because most people don't know what's going to happen around the corner. So for us, my Arbonne business pays me every single month, like passive residual income. And if my husband was to fall down the stairs, break his back, be out of action for 6 months, financially, we're okay, even if he's not earning a penny. If I was to be diagnosed with an illness and, heaven forbid, something really bad happens, it takes me out of action for a few years, my Arbonne business financially is still going to secure us. My Arbonne business is still running 24/7 online. People still know how to shop because I've taught them, and they'll do it time and time again every single time they run out of products until the day they die. So financially, I'm covered. So you get that security of having that plan B. And if your job already gives you that, so if you were to be diagnosed with an illness and be out of action for a couple of years, if your spouse was to fall down the stairs, break their back, be out of action for a couple of years, does your job financially cover you for forever? Okay? If it doesn't, then maybe you need to look at something like Arbonne. If it does, great, because that's what most people need, some sort of financial security in terms of a plan B, because we don't know what's around the corner. The best way to judge that is to have a look at how much is in your savings account and how long you could live on your savings account if something was to happen to the main sources of income in your household. So your main source of income, your jobs, your spouse's job. If something was to happen to them, how long can you live on your savings? So for me, when I started Arbonne, I didn't have any savings. I just had debt. So I absolutely wouldn't have survived very long at all. So one of the big reasons I was like, I need to do this. So that is one thing that an Arbonne business gives you. It gives you that plan B. Another thing it gives you is most people are looking to have some sort of thing in their life that makes them feel great, some sort of like emotion, like something that feels like an emotional void. Most people are looking to be loved, to be liked, to have people that want to be around them, to be celebrated, to be recognized, to give back. Most people are looking for that thing, that like emotional thing, that kind of like love, I'd like to say. And people are searching for that. When we're little, we watch these Walt Disney DVDs, and like the princess falls in love with the prince and it's just magical. Most people are searching for that feeling, that feeling that's, if you could buy it in a bottle, it'd constantly be being bought. So Arbonne gives you that feeling. So I work with a lot of people that have incredibly successful jobs, so like lawyers, consultants, pilots, you name it, like celebrities, people that have phenomenally great jobs, and they've got time freedom because they work the hours they want to work, they earn great money, and then they've got that residual income coming in, but they're looking for that feeling. Their job doesn't give them that feeling. So that's why a lot of people come to me that have got great jobs, but they're searching for that feeling of feeling like they're recognised, they're loved, they're congratulated for every little thing that they do. They get to step up and tell other people their life story. Like where else do you actually get to do that? They get to inspire people. Most people want to inspire others, but they don't know how to. This business enables people to inspire others, and then you're constantly inundated with with messages and phone calls saying, oh my God, you inspired me to do more with my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, people are looking for that. So that's one of the things that it gives you. A few other things that an Arbonne business gives you is great skin, because you're using great products, amazing nutrition and feeling healthy. You're not feeding disease, you're actually preventing it and prolonging it by being healthier, not lathering your body, what you put on top of your body and in your body with toxins and nasty. So you get to feel great and look great, of course, you know, hands, everything looks lovely. You get to leave a legacy behind. So when you build this business, it's like building something extraordinary that if anything was to happen to you, people are going to say to your families, generations and generations and generations, so your children's children's children are going to say, gosh, your great grandma or granddad, they were involved with Arbonne when like it wasn't worldwide like it is now. They were involved like quite early on, weren't they? Before they'd even globalised, before it became like a household name. They were involved with that, weren't they? That's amazing. And I liken this to a bit like Richard Branson's family. This man is amazing. He was not about profit. He was about helping people. He genuinely saw gaps in the market that only the rich and famous got to indulge in, and he thought that average normal people should be allowed to have the things that the rich and famous have as well. You know, like the flying experience and the train experience and all the other different things that he's been involved with. He's actually also been involved with network marketing as well. You know, he really endorses that. So if anything happened to him, well, it will do one day, people are going to say to his children's children's children, God, your great granddad, he was Richard Branson, wasn't he? He made a massive difference in the world. Like, what an incredible man that was all about people. He really stood up for what he believed in, and people thought he was absolutely crazy. He already had a great job. He already was making great money, yet he still decided to devote some of his time to building the Virgin Empire that gave back to people. Like, wow. And that's something that a lot of people come to me and ask me to teach them how to build an Arbonne business for. They'll say, Danny, I've got a great job. I've got, on the outskirts, on paper, I've got a great life, but I'm looking to build some sort of legacy. I want to give back. I want to help others. I want people to say to my children's children's children's, gosh, your great, great, great grandmother, granddad, wow, what an extraordinary, exceptional human being. It enables you to actually have things to talk about when you write an autobiography, which is great. So that's one of the other reasons that people come to me. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. What else? Fun. The fun is incredible. A lot of people come to me and say, can you teach me to do what you do? Because I'm sitting on my sofa every single night after work with a glass of wine, thinking, what is my life? Like, yeah, I've got a great job and I do that in the day, but then I get home and I'm just like, what is the point? Like, it doesn't fill me with like passion. But then I go on Facebook and there's you living the dream and like absolutely loving life every single day, loving it, even through the challenges. You're just up and absolutely ecstatic about everything that you are and everything that you represent. I want that fun in my life. So people are searching for the fun and the excitement that Arbonne gives to them. So I hope that that's explained a little bit about, well, I've already got a really great job. Now, for some people, they've got all of what I've just explained, and Arbonne might not be a fit for them. But for some people that have all of what I've just explained in their main job, the reason why they start an Arbonne business, because you might look at them and think, well, they don't need anything else. They've got all of that going on. The reason why they've started an Arbonne business is to help other people have the same. Because you might have the world's best job, work part-time, have the plan B income if anything happens to you, you're financially covered, have lots of fun, leave that legacy behind, be building and helping other people. You might have all of that with your job, but can you teach somebody else to have that in their life? And most people can't. Most people in their jobs, they can't do that. They can't teach somebody else how to become what they've become. In this business, you can. So when you've got like your mum, your dad, your mother-in-law, your cousins, your sister, your brother, your friends, you know, you're looking at all these people in your life, and there's going to be people in your life that don't have financial freedom, that don't have time freedom, that don't have plan Bs, that don't have loads of fun, that aren't building a legacy. And you might want to help them. You might want to look at them and think, I really want to help them. And so they build an Arbonne business. I'll give you a really great example of this. So way before I started my Arbonne business, there was a lady in America, I think she lived in Atlanta at the time, but she now lives in Arizona, called Susan McCannon, who had already got to the top of 2 other network marketing companies. So she got to the top of one, and then for whatever reason, she decided that it wasn't suitable for her. She wanted to join a different network marketing company, so she started off at the beginning, built that to the top, and she was already invested in real estate. So she was an incredibly successful woman. She did not need any more money. She did not need any more time. She already was having so much fun doing what she was doing. So she didn't need anything else. And her best friend, Julie Newcomb, had been building an Arbonne business for about 10 to 15 years, I think, at this point. And she said to Susan, you should take a look at Arbonne. Susan was like, no, there's nothing else that I need in my life right now. So Julie was like, okay, fair enough. And then Susan had 2 daughters, and they obviously got older. And then one of them was called Shannon. And as Shannon got older and had children, and her husband was working all different hours, Shannon needed something else in her life. So her mum, Susan, was watching her daughter and her daughter was having children, so she was having grandchildren as well. And she thought, Shannon could really do with Arbonne in her life, but she's not going to just do it. I need to do it to sponsor her, to teach her how to do it. So she contacted Julie and said, Julie, 15 years later, I want to do Arbonne. I'm going to do Arbonne, and I'm going to sponsor Shannon, and I'm going to teach her how to be successful and give her this in her life. So Susan started her business, sponsored Shannon, her daughter, and they both got to the top of the company. And it gave Shannon everything that she needed: the friends, the fun, the excitement, the residual income, the purpose in life, the legacy, everything that she wanted. And that's actually my upline. So because Shannon joined, she told somebody that told somebody that told somebody that told somebody that told somebody, and eventually it got to me throughout the space of like 13 years. I think Susan's been in the business now. So obviously these things take time to come along, and Julie has been in the business like over 20 years. So that's just another example of somebody wanting to do an Arbonne business that doesn't on paper need anything else, but they want to give to somebody else. And Susan now, she earns £100,000 a month from this business. She's obviously retired. She's taken a step back, of course. You know, she's a retirement age lady. She plays golf. She gives so much money to charity. She says to us, she makes us laugh. She's like, Danny, what do I need all this money for? I just give it all to charity. No, I don't need it all. But she likes to be able to see that what she's built, her income is still generated every single month from her online business. So she just redirects it off to the charities that she's really passionate about. And she's been able to give so many other people this. I mean, because she said yes, I got to hear about this. I might not have got to hear about this for many, many more years. So that is just great. So I hope that that's explained why people start this business when they've already got a really great job. And for some people, it might not be a fit for them. And that's okay. This isn't a fit for absolutely everybody. If it was a fit for everybody, everybody would be doing it. This is a fit for people that love to give back, that love to help, that want something more in their life, that genuinely want more to give more. Those are the people that are really suitable for this business. So thank you everybody for all of the support, for all of these questions. I hope that you're enjoying them, and I'll see you tomorrow for another one.